Hi, I'm Cecelia of Bitch on the Rise.
And I'm Theresa of Joyberry Studios.
And we're two sisters who love crafting.
We wanted to find a fun way to document our makes and things that we're passionate about.
This podcast is just a chill hangout for anyone who loves making stuff, whether it's sewing, knitting, baking, or just being crafty.
We don't take ourselves too seriously, and we're all about tackling new projects and learning new skills.
We don't focus on perfect, we focus on making it anyways and having fun along the way.
It's like a creative catch-up with friends who relate to the joy of being creative.
Just crafty chats, cozy vibes, and no pressure.
Welcome to our podcast, Make It Anyways. Hi, I'm Theresa with Joyberry Studios.
And I'm Cecelia with Bitch on the Rise. And welcome to Make It Anyways.
I feel like we like to start every podcast off with just talking about our current projects. So Cecelia, what are you working on?
Yeah, so right now I am really in the depths of, well, I shouldn't say in the depths because it's just the beginning, but I am project planning for my bridesmaid's dress for my best friend's wedding next year, and I'm maid of honor, so like the pressure is on.
Pressure's on. What's like the theme, like colors, what kind of stuff is going on?
Her wedding is going to be very gorgeous. It is like a Hobbit themed wedding, essentially.
Fun. No shoes?
No shoes, no color palette. Other than like earthy greens and like
brown.
Yeah. She just said, wear whatever you feel beautiful in.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So we are up to ourselves to find a dress and a color that we love and feel beautiful in. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to start project planning.
How fun. And is everybody else going to want to sew their dresses as well?
No. I don't think they'll be sewing their dresses. They'll probably be purchasing, but you know, we'll see. Maybe I can convince one or two. Theresa, what are you currently working on?
I am starting the Tendril Cowl by Purl Soho. A cowl is just kind of like a small knit tube that you wear as a scarf, and this one is beautiful. It has a lot of cabling work and it's just knit in one color, and I picked this beautiful like extra soft cozy yarn to use, and it is a lot of fun. So I'm excited for this pattern, and it's the perfect like introduction to fall.
That sounds amazing.
I'm excited for it.
Sounds gorgeous.
For our fun question for the week.
Oh no.
Cecelia, do you have a crafting tool that you regret buying?
I'm going to go with a category of crafting tools.
Go for it.
That I typically regret buying.
Okay.
I have so many marking tools that I just don't use. They don't work. They don't serve a purpose in my life that I just have sitting around, and there's so many different ones to choose from.
Like what?
You know, you can have a refillable chalk pen. You can have a traditional tailor's chalk. You can have, I don't know. I feel like there's so many, and every time I see one, I buy one. I think my most hated one is going to be the pencil.
Oh, I have the pencil too. It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I make a line and nothing shows up.
No, nothing shows up. I think another thing for me is I use a lot of dark fabric in my wardrobe. So I need to have pencils that will show up on dark fabric, which means white.
So do you just use chalk?
So through a lot of trial and error, I've found that my favorite marking tools are the friction pens and highlighters by Pilot, and a roll, like loose chalk thing that I found at Joann's clearance. RIP.
Perfect. I think the one thing that's interesting about the Pilot pens, the friction pens, is they're actually like just like a traditional like writing utensil. You can find them in Target like next to all the other pens.
Yeah.
But they have this technology whenever they get hot, they disappear. One thing to note about those is that when they get cold again, they reappear. So if you're going to mark like a bust dart or something that you're going to wear like out in the cold, that mark may come back. So just something to consider when using those, but they are also one of my favorite marking tools.
Yeah, they're really great. I love them. So I will be sticking with those. However, they do not work well on dark fabric. So that's why I have my chalk as my backup.
Very
always.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you? What is your craft tool that you regret buying?
One thing that I found in my basement recently is I have this like full set of double point needles that are specifically for sock making, and I have like this full set. They're shorter, and I have them going from like 00 all the way up to like a size 3 or 4, I think. But the problem is that I've just gotten so far away from using double points for sock knitting. I currently use 2 circular needles, and I find that just like travels better. I don't have to worry about my stitches falling off, and just like the flexibility with like not having a bunch of needles like sticking out of your project trying to figure out where things go. So I found those and I thought to myself, I will never use these again.
Yeah, those sound horrible. I'll never forget my first sock. It was double point needles, tiny, and they were wooden, and I snapped them all.
Oh my goodness. Your tension for knitting is very high.
I know. I'm getting a little bit better. I'll show you my current knit.
Okay. I'll
And
take a
how
look
it's
at it
getting
after.
better.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, fall is just right around the corner.
It's on the
approaching
horizon.
quickly.
I'm so excited. I'm done sweating
Yes.
for summertime.
I'm
I'm
over
ready
it.
for fall.
Ready for fall. Ready for the chilly nights, the leaves to fall. Ready to go apple picking.
I love apple picking. I actually think I'm going to go on Thursday.
Oh, really? Oh, how
Yes,
exciting.
it starts like much sooner than you would think. Like August, September. By the time you get to October, like apple picking season is done.
Oh,
So yes, I love apple picking. I go maybe like twice a year.
as you should. You can make so many good things with apples.
You
so.
can. I love like fall baking. I love returning to soup, fresh bread.
Yes. Turning on the oven and not dying.
Yes, exactly. There are so many things that I like love and enjoy about fall. So I'm always looking forward to it at the end of summer.
I am too. I'm so excited. Some soup, some Budget Bites soup, a plug for my favorite cooking blog. Let's
Love
go.
Budget Bites.
And there's a ton of crafts that we can do this fall as well.
Yes, I feel like summertime, I feel like crafting maybe is more like pressing flowers or something like that. Maybe sewing like very drapey dresses and stuff like that. But like fall crafting is just so fun. Like one thing that I always love returning to in the fall is knitting. Knitting, I feel like you can knit in the summer.
It's not fun though.
Some people like knit like these cotton tank tops and stuff like that.
Yep.
And they are really cute and I do love them, but it's just like not my go-to craft.
No, knitting in the summer is hard. You're like holding a hot project and your hands are sweating all over your knit piece and it's like sitting on your lap. And
It's just too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
I'm not here for it.
No.
So anyways, I do love picking up my knitting once the fall comes back around.
So Theresa, you have already mentioned that you started the Tendril Cowl from Purl Soho. Is that going to be like your big fall knitting project?
Yeah, so that is like my go-to knitting project for the fall. I'm really excited about it. If I have extra time, I also maybe will hopefully knit my daughter either another cowl or a scarf or a hat with this beautiful yarn that I have. It's called like a mermaid yarn, or at least that's what my friend who made it called it. My friend, she made these like beautiful yarns where she would do all of her hand dyeing and she would spin them all together. So it's like this gorgeous yarn that I'm really excited to work with. And I think that will be like another good fall knitting project.
That sounds gorgeous.
Yeah. What about you, Cecelia? Any fall knitting projects?
Yeah. So I hopefully am starting the Tendril Cowl here soon as well. You're a little bit ahead of me on it, which is good. So you can help me.
I can teach you all the different cabling tricks.
I also am getting like an extra early head start on a Christmas present. So I'm going to crochet a scarf for my partner, which should be good. He knows about it. So I just bought the
We can
yarn
talk
for
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, I'm going to get an extra head start on that because we know how crazy it gets. And then I'm also working on a cross stitch.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, it's from, it's a pattern from Tusk and Cardinal.
Okay.
It's a book called Creepy Cross Stitch, and the one that I'm working on is like 2 gravestones with like a creepy tree and like a full moon, and it says like together forever.
She just got married, didn't she?
My friend, yes, I was gonna make it
Yes.
for my friend, so hopefully at their 1-year anniversary I can give it to her.
Perfect. Perfect.
See. We'll see, but she has a ton of really spooky, like great for Halloween crafts. If you're into cross stitch, I really think that that's a good one.
I want to make a bag and put it on a bag.
You should trick or treat bags.
Trick or treat bags, that'd be so cute.
That would be cute.
Except I don't know if I would put that much effort into a trick-or-treat bag.
No, I don't think you should.
This is a me bag.
Yes, you're a trick-or-treat bag. It's
My
your
bag.
purse that you bring trick-or-treat.
Yes, exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
I also will probably be doing some knit pumpkins, which you love to do.
I love knit pumpkins. Okay, if you know how to knit and you've not made a knit pumpkin yet, this is your call to action. You should make a knit pumpkin.
They're so easy.
There are so many different patterns for free online. They're so easy. You essentially just like knit up a little pumpkin. They're usually ribbed. I made one that had cabling in it that I thought was really pretty.
That's gorgeous.
But what I love is that it is such like a great like scrap busting project. It's also a short project. If you want to learn how to do like cabling or knitting in the round, it's another great project for that. And I find that they're just like so cute, and I love to just like put them on display. I think I'm gonna add a few more this year. I have them just in gray, but I think I might, I know.
You gotta do some fun colors.
I know, but I was just using up like scrap yarn because I feel like that's what you do with those smaller projects. But I have some more like fun colored yarns, and I think I might add like a little bit more color to our fall decor that way by putting in some more knit pumpkins.
I love it. Last year I tried to make, or maybe 2 years ago, I tried to make a crochet pumpkin, and it did a pillow-sized pumpkin.
Oh my goodness. No, no, no. These are like
Didn't work.
little mini pumpkins.
Yeah, let me tell you, the mini pumpkins are where it's at.
I don't want to store a huge knit or crocheted pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'm big.
Well, it's just sitting in the basement, so.
When it comes to decorating, like the less amount of things that I have to store, the better. Like the thought of having to store a huge pumpkin just like makes me want to like cringe, because that's like half a storage box almost.
Yeah,
A lot of our like fall decorations, we literally just like gather things outside, me and my children, on like our afternoon walks or whatever. We love to pick up maple leaves, and we'll either press them in books or you can cover them in beeswax. And then we literally like string them up on a mantle. We have just one string with a bunch of little tiny clothespins on it, and that's what I store for my fall decor. It's like so small. I love that. But we always string it up, and then we go and we fill it with like our favorite fall leaves.
Yeah.
And then at the season, I just like throw them in the compost. Same thing. We like love to find acorns. We'll just have like little bowls of acorns that we find all around our house. And yeah, just like putting out like bare branches and stuff like that is my kind of fall decor, because at the end of fall, especially when you're heading into Christmas, which is also like a heavy decor season, it feels nice to literally just like throw it all in the compost and know that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, not bringing out a ton of decor to put out every year.
Exactly. And you don't have to store it. You also don't have to buy it. I mean, these are all free things. Also, the act of just going on the walk to look for the fall leaves is like another fun fall activity. And yeah, if you want to know more details about the beeswax covered leaves, or if you want to like bring acorns into your home, you're actually supposed to bake them first to like kill off any little bugs. But I have a bunch of blog posts about like all these different ways that I like decorating for fall on my blog. So Joyberry Studios, you can check it out in the seasonal tab.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. I'll have to check that out because I would love to do some more of that. I do almost no decorating for fall, which is very sad. So I live in what some would consider a tiny home. It's about 700 square feet. There's 2 humans and 2 cats. You can see one back here behind Theresa. She made that her spot today. She's never sat there before.
That's fine. She wants to be involved.
Yeah,
Let her. She's a black cat. It goes along with the theme.
Yeah, she fits the vibes. But again, 2 humans, 2 cats that live here in 700 square feet. So we don't do a ton of decorating because any space that we have is used for storage or like for daily life things. So I do my knit pumpkins, which I love, and I definitely need to make some more because they have seen better days. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
And I would like to do some garland this year, some maple leaf garland. I love that.
That would be cute. You know what you need to do? I'm looking over at this wall over here with her TV. You need to do paper bats. You can literally get them out. So you just take black paper, and then you can just Google search like paper bat, like, or just
make a stencil.
Yes, you can do that. You can make a stencil and cut it out. Sometimes I'll just print out like a sheet of bats and then the black ink just barely shows up on the black paper. And then I just cut them out, and I've actually stored mine after I cut them out, and I just put them up with a little bit of painter's tape. But it's so fun because you can kind of make like a swarm of bats over your wall.
Cute.
And then once again, when the season's over, you just like take them down, take off the tape, and then they lay flat, and it's like barely anything to store.
Yeah.
It's like
paper bats, some maple leaf garland, because I have a silver maple in my backyard. So
oh, perfect.
yeah, you could bring the kids over for a fire and we'll collect leaves.
We would love that.
That'd be fun.
It'd be so fun.
I also recently got a porch goose, like an old woman.
Oh, I love this goose.
Yes, it's just a little small, tiny porch goose, like your old neighborly neighbor would have sitting on her porch.
But does it have outfits?
I'm working on outfits, so I think for the fall, I will make her a little ghost outfit.
That would be so stinking cute.
Yeah, and maybe for the winter, I'll do a little hat.
Yes. Like
Yeah,
a little
and
Santa hat.
scarf. Yeah, a little Santa hat or something cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I do
You
for
should put
decorating.
boots on it.
I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
I want boots.
We'll have to take a look. Okay. We'll brainstorm together.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So yeah, I'm excited to fall decorate. We don't do a whole lot here, but maybe I'll bring it up a notch for this fall.
Perfect.
So, yeah. So one thing I have to bring up is that me and my friends started a new thing where we celebrate each season.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm hosting fall celebration this
Are you
fall.
doing anything crafty?
I'm actually not really. I'm baking for fall celebration. Baking all things apple, all things pumpkin, and then we're honestly just gonna do a big old bonfire out back.
Yeah, perfect.
I don't know if there is anything to craft.
What if people just bring their crafty things?
That was a thought. Like around the fire, everyone's working on like whatever project they're knitting or sewing or, my friend's doing a lot of wedding stuff, so she could bring that over. So just comfy, cozy vibes, hanging out by a fire.
Love
It's
that.
going to be fun. My friend is a little witchy, so she might do a Samhain ritual. If you know what that is, you know.
Ooh.
Otherwise, you got to Google it. We won't go into it here.
How funny.
Teresa, you always do pillowcases for the seasons, right?
Yes. So one of my favorite things for decorating, my big go-to is like, I want to decorate. I love embracing the seasons, doing a little celebration that way. But I do not like to store larger decorations, and I also don't want to spend a ton of money. So one thing that I started doing a few years ago is that I actually have particular pillowcases that I put on my pillows for the different seasons.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So in the summer, I have just some ticking stripe pillows and some
What is that? Sorry.
It's just the little stripes.
Oh, okay.
I also just have some pillowcases that have quilting on them and stuff, and more lighter colors like yellows and stuff like that. And I love to put those on my sofa. But then when we transition to fall, I've made a few flannel pillowcases. I even one year did a pillowcase where I put an applique felt ghost on it, and it was just so cute. I also did one with a pumpkin, but I feel that is a great way to be a little bit crafty. You can sew a pillowcase. Pillowcases are a great beginner sewing project.
Yeah, they are.
I have a ton of different tutorials on my blog, Joyberry Studios.
Another plug for Joyberry.
Another plug for Joyberry. So you can also sew a bunch of different pillowcases, but that's one of my go-to sewing things for fall.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Those sound fabulous. I tried to make some one time and they didn't really work, but it was one of the first things I had sewn. So
You should try again. You should try again.
Yeah. Maybe doing something a little bit more. That'll be my intro into quilting.
Yes.
Yes.
I love quilting. I feel quilting, sometimes you see these big, intricate, larger throw quilts or bed quilts, and people feel that's what they have to do with quilting, but I love a pillowcase.
Yeah.
And I feel you can kind of just make one big quilt square. You can just make one intricate star or whatever on it.
Yeah.
But there are so many different tutorials out there, and it's fun. I love quilting.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Do you have any other fall sewing plans for this year?
I do like to sew some fall garments every once in a while. Most fall garments I feel like are lean towards the knit category of fabric.
Like cozy.
Cozy, yes, but they're mostly made out of like knit fabric. So knit fabrics can be very intimidating. We talk about it all the time, how intimidated we are by knits.
I have never sewn anything in knits.
No.
And I've been sewing for years. I just refuse. Knit fabric's also expensive.
Yeah,
it is like buying ready-made clothes is always usually cheaper unless you can find like thrifted fabric or something like that. But knit fabric can be like $20 to $30 a yard.
Yeah. So you really got to know what you're doing, which is what I didn't do when I first started knitting with my knits. I didn't know.
Sewing with your knits.
Sorry, sewing with my knits. I keep doing that. Yeah, I had no idea when I first started sewing with knits, like just how expensive and just how hard it was to sew with knits. One of my first projects was the Mara sweater by K. Dorn Beer Designs on Etsy. And I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't Google anything about how to sew with knits. I just sewed it like a regular thing. And it still works. It still looks great. And it was very nice, expensive fabric from So to Speak.
Oh my goodness.
Do
you wear it?
I do wear it. It turned out really great. I really love the pattern because it comes in 3 different versions. It's a cowl neck, a turtleneck, and a crew neck sweater. And it's just like a really good basic sweater pattern.
I feel like it's like pretty boxy and roomy too, which makes
is so boxy
fitting
and roomy.
it a little bit easier too.
Yes, it's boxy and roomy in the body and the sleeves. So like you're good to go. If you're going to try knits for fall, for sewing, start with the Mara sweater. So another garment that I've sewn for the colder weather is the Paulina shacket that I'm wearing by Tin of Mint.
I love it.
Yes, a shacket, which I didn't really know what that was before I bought this pattern, is a shirt, a button-down shirt in jacket form.
Yes.
Shacket.
A shacket.
Yes. So it is a button-down pattern that you can make with like a heavier weight fabric, which makes it more appropriate for cold weather, which is really great. I made mine out of 2 IKEA throw blankets.
Wonderful. Are they wool?
I have no idea. I don't know. Feel it.
I don't know. I'm not good
Who
enough to
knows?
like feel it. But I feel like, wasn't this like one of your first sewing projects?
This was a really ambitious, it wasn't my first, but it was like pretty close to the beginning. And let me tell you, I had no business making the Mara sweater or the Paulina shacket when I
feel
did.
like you just like liked how it looked and went for it, but it is like an intense pattern. I mean,
It really is. It has a collar.
It has a collar. It has front pockets. It has buttons. Even your sleeves have buttons on them.
Yeah, I did like the full like keyhole in the sleeve. There's like this thing. What would you say this is?
I don't even know what that is. Because I've never attempted a pattern this hard.
Yeah. I don't know.
Gathers for a cuff, a sleeve cuff.
Yeah, it is a gather for a sleeve cuff. It's on both. Yeah. I don't know. It's a pretty hard pattern, but what's really great about Tin of Mint for this pattern is she has a YouTube video that is fantastic. It was so easy to make this pattern. Number one, her instructions are great. Very easy to follow. And the YouTube video, it's fabulous. It was like so step by step. She really showed everything. So I was able to make this actually pretty quickly.
You go, girl.
Do you have any garment plans?
So last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, I made the Tamarack jacket by Grain Line Studio, but I did like a ton of modifications. So I lengthened it and then I also added a hood. This was before they actually had like the hood extension that you can buy now.
You just did it yourself?
I did it myself. I figured it out by just like looking at a winter coat pattern. I did make it into a blog post, and it was actually one of like my most popular blog posts for a while because I feel like everybody got into quilted jackets a few years ago, but there wasn't as many patterns out there yet.
Yeah.
And the hood was really popular, so I felt like I took that Tamarack jacket and just added like that extra little bit that everybody loves. So
that is a really gorgeous sewing project, and I feel like it was pretty early in your journey.
It was, and you have to do like a bias binding finish to all the seams on the inside.
So gorgeous.
And I did like a coordinating fabric for those bias binding seams. It was fun because I took like a queen size quilt that we had used. It was just from Target or something like that. But it had like all these like details around the edge, and I incorporated that into the edge of my jacket. And I don't know, I find like it's a really fun, unique jacket, and I always get compliments on it when I wear it out.
It's absolutely stunning.
It's so fun. And when my daughter was much younger, I made her a matching one, and it was like so stinking cute.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, she has a matching one. It's so cute. And I actually wrote about how to make a matching one. I'm very big into like pattern hacking. Maybe it's just like the minimalism in me, but I want to buy like one pattern and make like a bunch of different things about it. So I took the geranium dress, and I literally just like figured out how to make it into a jacket.
That's wild.
It was wild.
That's crazy.
Yes. But anyway, so I have made the tamarack jacket before, and I loved that. But moving forward to this fall, I do think I want to make the ruby vest by Sid Graham. Have you seen that?
I have not seen it, but I do watch Sid Graham on YouTube. So
Yes, she has this like little vest. I feel like it's so cute. It has a little tie in the front. Sometimes I feel like vests are...
Wait, it's just a vest? It doesn't have sleeves?
No.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about then.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's cute.
I think it's so cute. I think it'd be really fun to make it out of like a cute quilting cotton.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel like vests, like they don't really add anything. They add to an outfit, but they're truly an accessory.
Yeah, it's like vibes only. It doesn't keep you warm, it's just vibes.
Yes. So I've always had trouble like incorporating those kinds of things into my wardrobe because I'm like a very minimalist kind of person. But I think I might make that because I think it's really cute. The one thing that I like truly actually need in my wardrobe is more like tops. I am severely lacking in just like plain tops. So I might make a few of the Scout tees by Grainline Studio.
Love the Scout tee.
It's just like a plain, basic woven tee, but I find like you can make it interesting in so many other different ways. Like I find you can use like a fun fabric, you can play with the neckline, you can do different like hems. I'm really tempted to do, you know how you can like do the stitching?
Oh yeah,
that's like a scallop stitching, and then you just trim it really close. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cute as like a sleeve detail.
Let's do it.
So I'm thinking about that, but I also did just fall in love with the Adria top by Seamwork.
Oh, this one is so gorgeous.
It's like more of a crop top. But it has darts coming from the bottom up towards the bust and on the back. So I feel like it's like a crop top. It's woven. It's still pretty loose, but it has some structure.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think the sleeves are cute. Like they're a little bit longer than a normal traditional sleeve.
They are. They fit. They hit like, I would say, a couple inches above the elbow, which I like.
And I find that those are just like some smaller details that makes the sewing pattern just like so much more interesting, but still gives the shirt like it's basic enough that I can like dress it up or dress it down and put it with different outfits.
Yeah.
Like I need that flexibility.
Yeah, that one is super cute. We'll have to make some of them.
Yes. So I guess like tops are not very much like a fall sewing thing, but it's something that I need to sew this fall.
They're scheduled for the fall time to be sewn.
Exactly.
Well, I love it. That sounds great.
Well, Cecelia, it seems like we have a fun, full fall ahead of us.
Yes, we definitely do. We've got some knit pumpkins to dust off from our basement. Maybe make a couple more.
Maybe make some more. Yes.
Yep. We've got leaf garland to do, some bonfires to be held.
Just more like creative, fun fall traditions to incorporate into our everyday.
Cozy crafts coming up. Hopefully we can fit in all of those fun fall activities with all this crafting, like apple picking and going to a pumpkin patch. And
yes, absolutely.
All the fun stuff.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us this week. My name is Cecelia of Bitch on the Rise.
And I'm Theresa of Joyberry Studios.
And this is Make It Anyways. Thanks for listening. Happy crafting.